Hello everyone, it's another super moment once again. In this tutorial, I'm going to be holding everyone by the hand and walk them through step by step in a practical way how you can use Autoswap to generate the minimum of $100 per day. And in this video, there are going to be practical steps. So everything I'm going to be showing you in this video, they are practical and more live. So, like I said, it's going to be step by step. We're going to take it step by step. I'm going to try to be very slow in the video so that you can understand it and put it to work. All right. So all you are going to do is to make sure that you watch this tutorial to the end and don't skip any part, because the part you may be willing to skip maybe the most important part that you will ever need most in this video. So I want to encourage you to make sure that you watch this tutorial to the end, and please, if possible, watch it over and over again, because it is going to be one of the best video on how to make $100 and above per day easily trading crypto meme coin using the right trading platform. If you're coming across this channel for the very first time, please, I want to encourage you to subscribe to it, because very often I create videos that talks about how to make money in the crypto space. And please, I want to encourage you to like this video if you find it very interesting, and also share it with your loved ones. By so doing, you would have also helped them to discover secrets on how to make genuine money online. Now, with all of this said, let us delve into it. Now, like I said, I am going to be practical. For this video is for both my subscriber already who are in my WhatsApp group, Telegram group, and for new persons who may be looking for ways to generate income trading crypto meme coin. All right, so I am going to be addressing all your needs. For those who are already in my WhatsApp group, I'm going to be addressing some of the gray areas that you may be having issue with, and also show you the very practical steps with proofs on how to use this bot successfully. Now, I want to start, like I said, these are the things we are going to be addressed. First thing I want to address here is that I've seen messages from my subscriber, those of them in my WhatsApp group, saying that they've tried to use the bot to scan several tokens, that they scanned several tokens, and none of the token match their demands, or that the bot says the tokens are not good. Okay, so all the tokens were screened out. So I want to address that in this video. Now, the second thing also that I will be addressing is the difference between trading the manual trade and the automatic trade, that is trading manually, or the bot trading for you. I'm going to be addressing those two parts because some of us still don't understand it. So I'm going to be addressing. Now, the next thing I would read the difference between custom condition. That is the number three thing I'm going to be addressing, is the difference between setting your personal condition and using the bot condition effectively. Because these are some of the area where some of my subscribers they miss it. So I'm going to be addressing that area. And also I will now go into the short, practical, and lazy man way to use this bot to make from $100 per day and above. Now, with all of this said, let us address these areas. First is those of us sending me messages that they use the bot to scan, and they couldn't get any token. Somebody who told me that he scanned 20 token and they couldn't get any. All right, so let's see what happened. Okay, so here we are in the bot now. This where so many people miss it. Now, if you want to scan, any token, this is the bot. Okay, so when you come here, like you already know, the board has what we'll call, let me just show it to you. So, like you already know, the board has two options. Now, this one that is turned on, once it is turned on like this, what you're simply telling the board that you want to set your own conditions. All right, you want to set your own conditions. Now, understand this. This is also, let me shift this in here. When it comes to, you want to scan, you want to use your own condition, all right? Any token you want to scan, for instance, there are some basic information that you can already obtain from this screen. Now, what are the basic, if they are like what, the market cap of the coin, the liquidity locked of the coin, the volume for the past 5 minutes. So you're already seeing all of them here right now. Now I click this. If you look at it here, you already know here from this particular liquidity area with this key, you already know that the token has a locked liquidity, and you already know the market cap of the coin. Then you also, if you from here, you can know the volume already. So these are not in your scanning. You shouldn't be coming to the board to look for this. Now, the information you'll be looking for are those information that you cannot get from here. That is the percentage of the top 10 holder, the largest percentage that one person is holding, then probably the bundle wallet, because the bundle wallet and the cluster wallet. Now, why is all of this? Because we want to avoid token that may possibly rob. Now, what are the things that make a token to be robbed? Number one, liquidity that is unlocked. Secondly, too much bundle wallet and cluster wallet. So these are the things that you are going to the bot to look for. Now, for example, if I want to scan this token now, I'll copy the address here. Okay. Now, what I will do, since this is on, now you can look at my scanning. I simply say minimum liquidity is 200. The reason why it's 200 because I already know that I already obtained the basic liquidity information from this. So I just simply say liquidity because normally I'm ever going to have a coin whose liquidity is above this. Now I simply set maximum market cap above 10 million. All right, $10 million. Okay, so I look at you can see I ignored all of this. Why? Because normally this may not really be an issue. I already know the age of the coin from there. Okay. Then also the top 10 holder, I left it because if I scan it ordinarily, I'm also going to see the top 10 holder. So I just left everything here. Okay. Just like that without even touching another thing. Okay. Now, because if I scan, I'm also going to see every other thing. Let's put that in a practical way. So why I'm doing this is for those of us who normally complain that they scan the tokens, they scan several tokens without getting anyone that matches their condition. So I simply paste the contact address here, then I scan. So as you can see, automatically, it simply say condition met. Okay, now look at it. So like I was saying earlier on, I now have the age of the token, the liquidity of the token. It says liquidity locked, the market cap of the token. So all of those details have been revealed here. Now, the 5 minutes volume is revealed, even though I didn't put it there. Then the buy and sell, the number of buyers and the number of sellers for the past 5 minutes, all of them are here. Now, including this. So you can see the holder safety, even though I didn't put all of these, I simply say largest. Now largest holder, that is one person, is already having 13%, which is dangerous. Then also top 10 holders, they are having already 27%. Okay, so you can see all of those details even though I didn't put it. Now I can also scroll further and look at it. It's already telling me that the bot has this coin has a website, it has Telegram account, it has X account, and all of them are what working. Why? Because the bot actually check all of them to see that they are all active. Okay. Now, other information that I didn't even put, like here, market integrity, because it's buy and sell ratio there is 2:2. Then wallet participation is 37. So you can always get all this information even though you don't put them in. At the end of the day, the only it says no failures, fine, no problem with all of this one. Now, this is just the best way to scan. All right, let's even check Bordeaux wallet. Okay, now you can see Like earlier on, we did not put bundle wallet, but we are now being told here that the bundle wallet is 20, okay, which is then folding cluster is 6, largest folding cluster is 5. So with all of this information, I already know that this token has issue. Okay, so I have this information already. So I wouldn't even need to stress myself trying to set up this condition. Like I said, this condition in one of my videos that is for those who are professional traders, not just for anybody who want to. Okay, so then the best option again, if to switch off this, I already said this because is to switch off this particular one here. This one that is on now. Anytime you want to scan a token, switch it off. You can either use the bot scanner. So now that I switch it off, I will scan. So I've scanned again. Now you can see it's already told me that the token is what? Unsafe. So with this information, I don't need to bother myself. I can simply come back to desk screener again, pick something else. Now you can look at it. The reason why this token is even unsafe is you can see it's already falling. I think the market cap is okay, so it's already 94. Okay, but based on those information, the token is unsafe. Now I'll simply look for something else. Let me look for another one again. Like I said, I want every aspect of this video to be practical. Then I copy the contract address. Okay, so I bring it here, I paste it, I scan. Now there's something you should always check anytime you scan. So you can see I scanned the first one, it's unsafe. The second one is safe. We can say it's safe. The score is 120%. Is buy available? Yes. That's all. So that's all you need to do instead of you wasting your time to be scanning several tokens that will not work. Okay, so these are, so you can see the largest holder is approximately 5. Top 10 holder, all of them, they are within the average. You can see the number of hours. Okay, so you can see all of those analysis here. No Telegram account. Okay, so you can see the smart wallet is 5. Does it have fake momentum? Yes. Okay. Artificial volume? No. Bonus suspicion? No. So you can see all of this information here. So it's already say the token is safe. Now the next, another thing I also want to address, which I saw in somebody's screenshot that he sent to me. The person said here in the custom condition, is it? Please remember always to turn it off. In this age condition, the person set, what is the age? Say maximum age should be 50. And this person was already scanning token that from their screener is already telling you above 1 hour. When you set your scanning condition, the age as 50 minutes maximum, and you are already scanning it and you saw a token in their screener that is 1 hour and above, you brought it here to scan, the bot will reject it because you already told the bot that, oh, I don't want any coin that is above. Why should you get a token from desk that is above 1 hour? So these are some of these little mistakes we make sometimes that will make the bot to reject your scan. So, but then the best way to always use your scan is to turn off this particular. Having addressed this particular area, we are now going to go into a very deep details on the steps that we need to take in order to be able to generate our $100 per day. What are the steps to take in order to make $100 and above per day using this bot? So please, I want you to pay a very keen attention to this area because if you miss it, you keep struggling and somehow you will say, well, this bot is not doing what it says is supposed to do. All right, so let's take the practical steps. All right, now step one, please take note of this. Set a goal of the amount of money you want to make per day. Very important. Now set a goal. Let's assume, okay, you already decide that you want to be making $100 per day. This is very important because if you don't have this goal set, this is very important because if you don't have this goal set, you will just come to the platform and just do one or two before you know you are out. you leave, say, well, the thing's not working. That is very important. So you set goal. Decide for yourself that I'm going to be making $100 per day. It may not happen the first day, but determine that very soon I should be making $100 per day with this bot. Very simple. If you follow these steps now, you will be making this money very easy. Now, number two, give yourself 2 to 3 hours. Tell yourself, I'm going to be spending 2 to 3 hours per day. Now, somebody say, that is serious. Why should I be spending 2 to 3 hours per day? Very simple. I will give you some reasons. Sometimes some of us, we just pick a movie. We can spend 1 or 2 hours watching that movie, and sometimes we will watch 2 movies. Good. And secondly, let's look at the output, what you are trying to get. Because the problem we have sometimes, we are not determined, though we have we want to make this money, but we are not determined. Okay. So let's look at the possible outcome now. Let's assume that you are able to achieve the goal. All right. These are the reasons. Let's assume that you are able to achieve $100 a day times 30 days in a month. Okay. Now this gives you $3,000 per month. Now, by the time you convert this to our naira, let's say today dollar is selling at 1,380 naira. Okay, $3,000 multiplied by 1,380 naira. This gives you approximately 4,150,000. Now, this alone is more than is the salary of a senator or a bank manager in Nigeria. So that is it. Now, secondly, for those of us who are living in a foreign land, what you will go through to get extra $3,000. So these are some of the reasons why you should be able to spend 2 to 3 hours in a day. So sometimes the mindset we have in approaching this project that, okay, let me just go, probably if I will just get it. Or secondly, we are looking for the easiest way out. There is no such thing as easiest way out, okay? So if you follow this and your determination, you are going to arrive at what we are saying. Having come up to this particular understanding, all right, the next thing is for you to know what to put for you to get this result. Very important. So you don't trade, like I said, everything in this video is going to be practical. So you need to know what to put in order for you to get this particular result. All right. So we are going to go into that in details. This particular point now is the most crucial part of the work. If you miss this, everything you have put in place so far will be unproductive. All right. So let's get it. Now, let's come back. So having come on, now your target is now to make $100 per day. So what you need to do is to look, for example, we scan this token now. Okay, we just scan this token. After scanning this token, now that the boss says it is safe, the next thing is to just enter the market blindly. But thank God for what we have achieved so far. We are not entering the market blindly because we have a target. So we will just be specific. Now, I want to use this chart analysis, advanced chart analysis, to help you find the best entry. Advanced chart analysis is provided for free of charge, so it's now free. All right. So you can use it over and over again. In your chart analysis, you're going to encounter several results. But I'm going to show you the only 2 results that you're going to take serious. I mean, the ones that I've tested and I tried severally with proven results. I've not tried the others, but I'm only going to give you the 2 tested with 100% proven results. That is what I'm going to show you now. So when you do your chart analysis, you're going to see many reports or many results, whatever you want to call it. But the ones that has proven result, that's what I want to show you. You can always, as you can see, you are not going to be charged whenever you do your chart analysis. So you can do your chart analysis as many times as you can, right? So let's do this. Okay, this is the most dangerous one. It says avoid. Now avoid, it says structure is bearish. You are not really bearish, you are trading bullish. So the second level, the second result that you will likely see, let me look for another token now. Okay, let me pick any random token. Let me just pick this. So this is, you're going to see, this is the second one. You're going to see enter now. Enter now usually means you can enter. So, but make sure you enter at the entry point where it says you enter. If you watch this token, it's going to get to where it says it's going to get to. But I'm going to use this section to explain something so you can see it's already going on. So enter now to enter. If you enter now, at the time it says enter, it's definitely going to get to where the token says, the bot says the token will get to. Okay, so that's one thing you're going to. Now, the second one, before I show you the practical step, the second one is, let me bring another token again. Okay, let me pick something else. Let me use this. So you have seen two different ones. Okay, let me say this is, you can see it says pull back long, structure bullish. Then if you look at confidence, it says 40, strength 25, then 100%. If you come across token like this, if you come across this report, you are going to trade it. You know, if you trade this, you can see that if you trade it, it will take you, you are going to have nothing less than 90% that it will trade. So what we are going to do right now, we're going to look at the like 2 or 3 performances from this result, if actually they did what they say. Right, so what we are going to do next is to see if actually both of them got to the destination that the bot predicted that they will get to. First, we're going to try the enter now, and when we're done with it, we're going to enter the other one. So let's see them one after the other. So we're going to try the first one, enter now. Enter now, right? So you can also see the ideal entry. Looking at this, we are seeing the ideal entry. Now let's see the possible percentage. Okay, so you can see at least if you trade this particular token, you are going to get 27% profit. That's fine. Now, I'm going to start from the lowest to the possible highest. All right. Now, 27%, let's assume you entered this trade with like $20. All right. So the next thing we are going to work out now is to see if we enter the trade with $20 and we end up making 27% in profit, what is going to be our profit? So let us work it out in percentage. Okay, let's say 27 divided by 100. This gives you, okay, 0.27 multiplied by 20 times 20, which is your investment. Now, this is going to give you $5 in profits. Okay. Now, let's assume you target trade like this, 10 token in a day. Then that is to say 5 times 1, 0. Now, this gives you $50. Now, this is very, very achievable. So, what you are going to do to get your $100 in a day, for example, you can target a trade like this with, let's say, you say, well, I'm not going to trade any token that is below 27 or even 30%. Of course, you're going to get the one that is even like 200%. I'm only using this as the lowest. All right. So you're going to get this. That means if you trade with $40, you are going to get your $104 having 10 tokens. And these things, you can achieve them in less than 2 hours. So now the next thing we are going to do is to see if this particular trade actually get to the spot where it says where the bot predicted. Now let's go and check it. So you can see where the market is now. Let's check our entry pool where it says we should enter. Now it says we're going to exit at 0.0034. So presently the market is very close. Remember, our ideal entry says we are to enter the market at 0.00247. Okay, so our target is 27% in profit. We're just going to watch. We're just going to watch if actually the trade will get there. So as you can see, the market has exceeded the. It has gotten to exactly where it says the market will get to, and I believe it has exceeded. So you can see it's still going higher. It has exceeded. So possibly we are now around 30% in profit. So look at it, 0.0034. Remember our ideal entry is what? 0.00247. The exit where we get our 30%. Now let's see where the market actually is. So as you can see, it has exceeded the spot. That means, so let's try the one of 91% if actually it will get to the destination. Is you can see it says pull back long, structure bullish. Then if you look at confidence, it says 40, strength 25, then 100%. If you come across token like this, if you come across this report, you are going to trade it. So it's 90% profit, all right? 91%, almost 92. Now, this is the ideal entry. So this ideal entry. Now, the ideal exits, okay? So let's see where the market is now. So you can see it has gone above the ideal entry. So let's see. So it says we have to, so if you look closely, it has gone above where it says we have to exit. That means our 99%, our 91% profit has been completed, but let's still wait and see the outcome of the trade. So you can see, it is still going higher. So I believe you can see what I'm seeing right now. So what we have done so far, the coin has even done above, it's now above 2x. So this is the surest way to actually get 2x, 3x, 4x if you apply this, and you are going to get it easily applying this simple method I'm showing you now. And I can assure you that this token will continue to increase. So you can even see it will continue to increase and increase and increase until it probably will end up doing 3 to 4x. Okay, so far you have seen that both of them actually got above where the bot predicted. So far this is how I've been doing it, and all the time I always get beyond the expected prediction. So I want to encourage you to use this pattern, and if you use it, believe me, you're going to get above the $100 per day that we have predicted.